Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne, and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. Today we are going to be doing a product review. I am always looking for better than decent dual trip acrylic paint markers or just paint pens. I'm looking for good paint pens, artist quality, that I can rely on paint pens. I heard online that these were good. I don't know, haven't even opened them. I got these on an Amazon Prime sale. So these are the Droaful dual tip acrylic paint markers. I got the 60 count. They're bright colors, they're non-toxic, they're water-based ink, they're waterproof, they're strong coverage, they're fast drying, according to them. Let's talk price points. If you get 20 markers, it's $7.98, approximately 20% off during the Black Friday Prime sale. Get 36 markers, they are $15.98. 48 markers, $22.38. 60 markers is $23.98. That's the one I got, and I paid $23.98. I paid for these. This is not a sponsored event. This is my actual opinion. I like to give my opinion. Sometimes I give it too readily. But you know what? I'm sick of spending my money on expensive art supplies. You know, as artists, our art supplies aren't cheap. You know, I joke that I go to the dump and I do dump hauls and I get free things there. I get free things, number one, because I'm recycling, and number two, because I can't always afford the art supplies. So when this went on sale, I've been waiting for this one to go on sale, actually. I was waiting for the Black Friday sale for this to go on sale. I was not going to get the 60, but because the 48 was $22.38, and the 60 paint pens was $23.98. That's why I got the 60. So let's open this and let's see, you know, is it worth your hard-earned money? And that's it. It's our hard-earned money to go towards the things we love to create. You know, I'm a professional artist. I sell my work. But whether you sell your work or not, you still want something that's going to work. So, let me show you what the back looks like. So the back has all the different colors sort of swatched. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 30, 60. Okay, that's all 60 here. So according to them, solutions for dried out paint nibs: remove the nib, soak the nib, dry the nib, reinstall. Okay, it can work on stone, cups, shoes, fabric, ceramics, and wood. In the promotion on Amazon, it was advertised that you can paint on pumpkins, live pumpkins for Halloween. Non-toxic, no odor. That's why I got it, because it says no odor. And I have a super sniffer, so I will tell you if that is true. So, I think I would have preferred a different type of box, to be honest. I kind of like to hold them here and have an opening here that I can just sort of reach in. So, I mean, just my opinion. Let's, I have some paper. I have a lot of different substrates to work on. So I'm just going to grab this green and this turquoise to start with. So acrylic marker, this is the fine end, this is the brush end. So I don't feel one of those little mixer balls in there. Let me see. No, I don't feel one. So no, recap after using, store in horizontally on the table. Okay, so let's try the brush. Oh, it's already loaded. Oh, I thought I was going to have to prime the marker. So let's see. Oh, that's nice. I'm a turquoise gal. So fast drying. Let's see. Oh, a little bit of almost like a chalk residue on my finger, but hey, that's fast drying. So that's the brush tip. Let's try the fine tip. Ooh, okay. I may be a convert. Okay, that one's smudging just a little bit, but that's okay. I went at it super fast. So where I saw these was, yeah, these are nice. It was a polymer clay artist on Instagram was using these on her polymer clay. So let's get a finger I haven't used. Huh? Very little sort of like chalk residue on the finger, but I do have some polymer clay here. I have some water too. So let's let me grab a brush. Yep, that's dry. Wow. Okay. I'm impressed. Yeah, this is pretty good. So I have some polymer clay here that I created, some earrings. I'm still in the process of finishing these earrings. And they are baked. And it is using Primo clay. And I'm in the process of making little teeny tiny bookshelf earrings. So I have to add the detail to the books. And I wanted to add some detail to the clay pots. So I have this pair. I have this pair. And then I have this pair. So these are what I'm working on now. So let's, let me see if there's any sort of, I'm looking for like a silver. I don't really know what this is. So one negative that I see right off the bat is it doesn't say the name of the color. I don't even see a number to reference. So supposedly there's a gold and a silver. MO2. Okay, well, how am I supposed to know which one that is? Am I missing an MO2 on this? So it says gold and silver, black, white, gray. So none of these seem to be in that order. I don't know. Okay, let's swatch it. Oh, that's silver. That has a really pretty silver tinge. Okay, that's silver. Let's give it a try over here. Let's see. Let's do a little bit. So I just did on 2 different books here on my little earring bookshelf. Let me grab the other one. So I can have the pair. Let me add one more there. And then let's come in here. So I have the pair looking relatively symmetrical. If you've watched my videos before, you know I'm big on symmetrical things. Very, very little residue on my finger. Is it scratching off? Yes, a little bit. Can you see that? Just barely scratching off. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to put a coating over these. But let me do some stuff. Let me grab, let's see this purple. Oh, I don't want that end. Well, let me swatch it. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, so let's just come in and do some dots. I really like the ease of these. I don't know, should we swatch them all? I probably should swatch them all, huh? I like the sort of fine detail. So I have, before I swatch them, I have different materials here. So I have some wood. I don't really know the order that these were in. Let me grab, this is kind of a funky green, almost like a military green. I like that. So this is just a wooden tag, untreated, completely untreated. So instead of coming in with my acrylic paint, I will come in with my paint markers here. Actually, I probably shouldn't use this color on this. Let me grab this color. Just would keep within sort of the color palette a little bit better, I think. So we'll give this one a try. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to butt this right up against this one. So I don't really have a clean finger. Oh, it feels dry. You know, the other thing that I'm noticing is I only did one coat. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not really the right color family. These have a really nice ease of going on. Let's grab like a, I don't know if that's like a navy blue or a purple. I can't quite tell, but let's, kind of blue looking to me. Totally not the right palette, but that's okay. This is just sort of a tester. I'm liking these, I have to say. For the price point, in all honesty, I did not have high hopes. Let me get that off my glass mat. I went in with this thinking, okay, well, if I can use it on a couple things, okay, cool. I'm liking this more than I thought I would. Just trying to look for another color. This sort of like a brown, like a tanny brown. Yeah, I didn't plan this color combination. This color combination isn't good at all. But I'm just, yeah, these have beautiful coverage. I'm thoroughly shocked. You know what? Let me take this other end and see about signing So that's my little art signature. These are great for doing my signature on things. Whoops. Smudge a little bit from falling, maybe a smidge. But I'm liking this. Hey, that's pretty cool. And then, you know, I could stamp over that like what stays on or something like that. Okay, I'm impressed. So my son has a project that he wants to do. He has a Matchbox car that he wants to paint with a paint pen. I am not going to sand this first. This is one that he said it was okay for me to paint on. I was like, okay, it's a Matchbox car. It's a 2008 Mattel Incorporated Matchbox. Quick sander, it says. It's a Disney themed. So he wants to have one that he colors in like a silver gray. So I have this silver one out again. I am not sanding this. Typically, if I was going to do something like this, I would sand it down to take off that gloss finish. So let's just kind of color the back. I'm using the brush tip. This is covering beautifully. But what I need to see is the stayability. With this brush tip, I'm able to get into these little crevices. So he has a Matchbox car that he has that's his father's truck. And he wants to alter it to look like his dad's actual truck. Don't tell him. Clearly, he's got the art bug from his mother. Then he won't do it. He's like, hey, do you have supplies for this project that I want to do? Number one, I'm excited he wants to do a project. And I was like, hey, let me give these a try. Now, some of that metallic blue might be showing through a little bit. So this is the non-touched. This is the touched up part. I don't know. That's pretty darn good. I am going to let, in all fairness, I am going to let this sit just a minute or two and just, yeah, I should have cleaned that off, but that's okay. I'm going to let this sit a minute or two, and I'm going to come back and just sort of touch it, scrape it with my fingernail, kind of see how it is. I'm going to leave that there. Let's kind of scrape this one. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm impressed. Can you see it? I know I did tone on purpose. My signature is still there. It didn't scrape off. I know it's hard for you to see on this one, but trust me, it's still there. There you go. You can kind of see it. It didn't scrape off. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. All right, I'm going to move these out of the way. And, you know, I wish these were numbered or labeled or named or something, so it'd be easier to sort of swatch them. But I want to move this out of the way. And, you know, typically what I like to do is when I swatch something, or organize something, I like to put all the greens together, all the pinks together, all the reds together, all the yellows, you know, etc. That is how this is swatched on the back here, but it is not how it's organized here. So I have no way of knowing which green this is. I mean, am I missing something? I don't see a name. I don't see a number. I truly don't think, I mean, I'm looking on the cap now. There's nothing on the cap. That is my biggest downfall. Oops. My biggest downfall with this product is I have no way of knowing which green this is, because let me just pull out all the greens. And I am going to go through and I'm going to swatch these. There's a lot of turquoisey ones. I'm going to leave those in there. Is this a green or a blue? I think that's a blue. I think that's that gold, metallic gold. I can't tell if that's a green or a yellow. But, okay, so here's my greens. And according to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 greens. Well, that's not 12. Let's see. One of these was green. That's green. I want to leave the gold and silver out. Whoops. I'm just going to arbitrarily stick those back in. I seriously can't tell. I mean, I know there's these turquoisey ones, and I don't know if they're referring to those as greens. Is this a green? There's a possibility that that's a green. But nonetheless, this isn't 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, well, it's hard to swatch something when you can't number it, label it. You know? And what I'm going to do is I am going to put these back in the box in some sort of green order. And I'm going to move these I'm going to rearrange the box. So I can have space. All right. Well, that's like a yellowy green. Probably should go with the yellows. I'll put it at that end. That's like a mint green. Here, let me make this. Oh, why is it? There it is. Okay, there. Now you can see that a little bit better with what I'm doing. I do like these, I have to say. I'm impressed. My only negative is these aren't numbered, labeled in some fashion. I will be guessing as to which one of the many greens that this kit offers is which one of these, because like that's very close. Sorry, that's very close with that one. And these two are going to be close too. don't even know if that's a green. It's more like a tan. That's a green. Okay. Greens are beautiful. The greens are nice. Let's pull out some blues. Now I might be getting some purpley blues in this mix. It's kind of hard for me to tell. That's purple. That's blue. That's blue. Okay, I use a lot of blues. So for a kit to have a lot of blues is a good thing. That might be a blue. Okay. Sorry. I know my hand is kind of funky in your way. All right, so let's swatch these blues now that I have this really up close. So what I pulled out is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Between the turquoise and the blues, one might be a purple. So according to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, let's see. So let's start with what appears to be the lighter of the group. This one appears light. Oh, that's nice. That's a very nice sort of paler blue. Let me make space in this box so I can put this back there. I have to say, I like these markers. They feel good. They have a nice ease of flow. They have a nice ease of usability. Let's get some of these turquoisey ones next. Would I recommend these? Yes, I would. If you're somebody that needs to know what color you're using, then don't get these. But if you're somebody that just wants something good for an art project, now I'm not doing like blendability with these. I could try, well, I mean, I kind of did actually on the little wood piece. They didn't bleed into each other, which that's good. That's kind of key. I don't want something that's going to bleed into the next color. There is a nice variety of color here. There is a variety of differentiations between the shades. Yeah. So far, so good. Let's go with these guys. Well, no, we'll go with these guys next. Oops. Well, got it on me. Now, let me check there's a smell to these. They are not odorless. I thought I was smelling something. It is a sort of acrylic-y kind of scent. Let me show you what we have so far. Okay, let's keep going. We have a couple more blues here to go. Let's just start here, go here, and then go here. So I'm going to do this gray kind of blue. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's a pretty one. Yeah, these are nice colors. I like that it's dual tipped. I like that I have my choice of what type of tip I want to use for whatever the different project is that I'm working on. Oh, that's a nice one too. These seem to be really nice and juicy. There seems to be plenty of paint within the tip. Of course, this is my first time unboxing it. It's my first time using it. Talk to me in a month. Yeah. I'm liking these. So there's all my blues. Cross over into some grays. Cross over into some purples. So let's grab some purples here. Grab some pinks while I'm at it. And pretty soon we'll have all of these swatched. Sort of. We're getting there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this box. I'll probably be putting these in like a marker holder. Okay, let's get another piece of paper. All right, let's start with the purpley ones. And let me get this where you can see it. Nice. Let me make space in the box. Sorry, I should have done that earlier. There. Yeah, that's pretty. You know, the other thing that I can see using these for, have you ever done like, I think it's pronounced the Pasanki eggs? You know, you clean out the inside of the egg and you do some different wax and some carvings and some paintings, and mostly you paint with wax. I can see this being used for something like that as well. I'm certainly going to use this on some jewelry that I'm creating, both polymer clay and wood. I also have something else that I want to try this on. Yeah, I'm liking these. Let me grab, let me see which one I'm going to grab. Charms. So as artists, I know I use a lot of charms. Let me see which one I want to do. We'll do this one. I use a lot of charms, both in my jewelry, in my journals, pick a thing. And I have pink in my hand, so we're just going to go with the pink. And let's just kind of cover this. This is a metallic charm. You know what? We are going to mix the colors on this one. Because I was just talking about color mixing. So I'm going to keep doing my swatching. And I'm going to decorate this at the same time. So let's see if that goes over that. Yeah, it does seem to go... Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I was out of the camera. So I had a little other color right here, and I went over it, and it seemed to go over well. Okay, there's that so far with 2 different colors on it. Let's come in with this color. Kind of a corally color. And this seems to be dry pretty quickly. Do I have any focus? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm so busy playing around with the stuff, I wasn't paying attention whether it was in camera. Okay, I can see this as being a really cool application. Okay, I can definitely see that I'm going to have fun painting charms with this. Let me give a little bit. I'll make sure I'm in camera again. I mean, I know some of these colors are quite similar. Okay, that's a cool application. Now, I think this car has had long enough to dry in the midst of our swatching. So let's see here. Well, let me find a finger that doesn't have paint on it. There is a little bit of silver coming off on my finger. I did put this on quite heavily. I don't think this is dry yet. For something that's supposed to be fast drying, yes, I did apply it thick. It is coming off with my fingernail. That's telling me I need to sand this. Okay, there is a gloss coat on this. You can see right here where my fingernail is on the bumper that the silver has come off. Okay, I have my sanding block here somewhere. Here it is. So let's we're going to sand off the gloss on the hood of the car here. Use a coarser sand. Okay, let me clean off the sanding bits. It's pretty sanded, so let me come in. Let's use this bluey purpley color. Oh yeah, I got little sanding bits everywhere. Let's do this bluey purpley color. And I'm just gonna kind of give it a liberal coating. And then we're gonna come back and check on this in a couple of minutes, because this is the project my son wants to do. So let's test it. Not a typical project that I would do, that's for darn sure. But it's not me doing it. Some of this didn't get sanded. Okay. Streaky wise, let's talk about that. I don't think it looks overly streaky. I know it looks a little streaky on camera, but in person, it doesn't, I know that looks a little streaky right there, but it's drying. And it's drying pretty quickly, actually. I mean, it's, we're watching paint dry. It's drying before our eyes. You can actually see how quickly it's drying. That looks pretty dry. I mean, it still looks wet, like right there. I'm just going to let it sit. No, I'm not. I'm going to touch it. Oh. Oh. That's pretty dry. Wow. Now, I'm probably going to either have to come back in with a paint on gloss finish or a spray gloss. I don't know if I'd cover the windows with like tape or something. Actually, there's no windows here. There's a window here. Here and here are the only windows. There is no windows here. That would be easy enough to cover with tape. I could either come in with like a high gloss Mod Podge and paint it on. Even though Mod Podge gets a little tacky, I'd probably find another product. And it's kind of too cold to do like a spray crayon finish, but I don't know. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. All right, let's keep going with the swatch. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Okay, I'm going to kick it into higher gear here. Okay. I'm impressed. And I have to say, I was not given this product. I purchased it myself. I have zero obligation. And even if I didn't purchase it, even if I was given it, I still wouldn't feel like I had the obligation to give it a better result than what I thought it deserved. Like, I feel the need to be honest whether I purchased it or it was given to me. Do you know what I mean? Why is this one here? I'm wanting to be honest with what the, oh, I like that one. What the actual results are. That's a good Christmas one. Yeah, I like that one. I don't like that one. Kind of a little peachy, so let's move into the peachy ones next. I know my arm's in your way, sorry. It's going to take me a minute to get the peachy ones. The oranges. I think that's it. Only 4 oranges? Oh. Okay. Well, that's a nice one. I have all this dust on my desk from sanding. Okay. I am a fan of orange. I do use orange. That's a pretty one. Oh, that's a nice one too. It's very pale. Might work well with some of the paler pinks. Ooh, that's a pretty orangey yellow. Let's come in with some of the yellows. Just remove these. That is all yellows. 3 yellows? I mean, we did have a couple other that sort of looked a little yellow to me. That's not a swatch. Okay, only 3 yellows. That seems odd when I have 60 markers to work with. That's a pale one. It's kind of a folk arty one. Oh, the nib. The nib is coming out on this one. Oh, okay, it easily pushed right back in. Never mind. But it does say you can take the nibs out to rejuvenate them. Oh, that's a good yellow. Okay. Let's do some browns. And I didn't do the red, so I'll do the red after the browns. Let's come up here. Okay. I have the gold and the silver over here. Okay. I am liking these. Trying to move it along. I know. It's literally watching paint dry. And I'm trying to put them back in the box in the order that I'm swatching them, because I will keep these little swatch papers in with my my markers. So it's in this like exact order. I did want to do the red. So I have the red, the gold, the silver, some grays, white, and a black. So let's do the red first. Oh, that's a nice red. Sorry. It's kind of like that lipstick red. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, let's do these grays. There was a gray in the blue one, the blue area. Okay, that's nice. Nice. I hear the owls outside. It's not even dark out. Oh, yeah, it is. It is dark. Never mind. Oh, that's a nice gray, too. A nice darker gray. We'll do the black and the white, and then we'll do the gold and the silver. That's a nice black. It's a nice dark, deep black. Sorry. I do like that black. The white, I don't know how we'll see it, but... Oh! That is nice. Yeah, you can see that. Yep, that one you can't see. The others you can. All right, let's do the silver and the gold, which I know I like the silver. That one's very nice. And, oh, the gold is very nice as well. Sorry. Okay. These are good. I think I used all the blues too. So let's go through these. The purples, the yellows, the orange, the browns, the black, the metallics. Yeah, these are nice. I'm very happy with these. Very, very happy with these. These seem to be pretty decent. Okay. I am impressed. Let's come back over here and let's, yeah, see it's still, well, that didn't get sanded. Never mind. Let me come up here. Oh, that got sanded. Okay. It's still scraping off. So maybe I need to sand it better. But it is, you know, if you hold it at one angle, it doesn't look like it's sanded off. And I'm looking right here, okay? If I move it in another angle, you can see that I sort of scratch the paint a little bit. But then if you go back to this angle, it doesn't look like it's sanded off. I don't remember which color I used, but let me come in. Oh, it wasn't that color I used? Okay. Let's, hold on here. There. Let's kind of give this just, I didn't fully cover it. I don't know. We'll play around with it. I think I'm probably going to end the video here. In my opinion, this is going to take, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 coats. Which, in all honesty, when I'm painting something anyways, whether it be wood or metal or glass or, whatever it is I'm painting, I am painting multiple coats. So in all fairness, let me pull this back out. I can't really expect one coat to fully cover something. I'm going to play around with this. I'm going to give it multiple coats. Obviously, that's different colors, but it's kind of building up if I'm using multiple shades within the same family. That gives it a different level of depth. And I do that with anything I'm painting, in all honesty. I don't know. Let's see. It also looks... It looks fairly dry. Huh. Okay, I think we're onto something. Look at, it's showing my finger scratches, my fingernail scratches, but it's not showing the stuff underneath. Okay, I think this is the trick. This is obviously a very different color, and I'm doing this on purpose. I mean, I want to see the level of, like, coverage, because obviously this is a very, very, very different color. And I purposely didn't fully cover the whole thing. Not a practical thing to test it on, but this is actually something that my son wants to do. This is a project my son wants to work on. It's practical for my household. It may not be practical for your household, but it is practical for my household. It's not quite dry yet, but I am going to give it the other fingernail test. Is this the defining factor for these pans? No. But let's come over here and test. So this was that piece of unfinished wood. I think that looks pretty good for being one coverage, one coat. Let's come over here with the charm. Let's see. I'm going to scrape right here. Okay, this scrapes off. Darn. So that tells me it needs a little bit of a coat afterwards, because that's gloss. Darn, I had high hopes for that. But you know what I can come in and paint it with is a little bit of gloss accents. I'll probably do that in future projects and just come in just like with a little paintbrush with gloss accents to just cover it. But I do want to paint those in the future. Okay, let's give this, clean off my fingernail. So what do we have? 3? I think we have 3. Okay, that's scraping off that top one to get, you can see the bottom one below it. I'm still going to be playing with this. So it needs a finish. Definitely needs a finish. But it's doing a beautiful coverage. My son, in all honesty, my son is planning on painting the car and then putting it in like one of those protective cases. So it's not going to be something that's going to be played with. It's going to be something that's going to be hopefully admired on a shelf in a protective case. Okay, so I think the trick is sand it, paint it multiple coats, then come in with a protective finish. Good to know. But this is our swatches. I am happy with this. I hope I got all 60. I think I did. And that's what we did. the Droaful dual tip acrylic paint markers. I will try and link these in my description for this video, hopefully. So we've tried these on a multiple substrates. I'm happy with this. I think paper is a wonderful place to use this. I think wood is a wonderful place to use this. Charms, I'm going to have to play with that a little bit more. My son's Matchbox project, I think that is going to work in the long run. Clay, absolutely. I was very happy with the polymer clay. The pre-cooked polymer clay. Don't use it on raw clay. I would use it on cooked, baked and cured clay. I cook my clay at least 1 hour. I am using Primo and I'm using Souffle. Those are the two by Sculpey. Those are the two clays that I primarily use just for conversation's sake. Oh, there may be a little bit of Souffle in that one that I used. There was a lot of colors that I blended to make those colors that I had in that project. Just so you know, full disclosure, I am happy with these dual tip acrylic paint markers by Droaful. If you have something that you would like me to review, feel free to contact me. I am happy to do a review, but it is going to be an honest review. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. That would be really, really helpful to me. I am sharing this across multiple platforms. So, of course, it's on YouTube. It's on Instagram at chrisanne1234. It's on Blue Sky at chrisanne1234. It's on Facebook, Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. And it's on my private Facebook page, Chrisanne. And then I share it in multiple groups, that mostly private groups that I'm in. A couple are public, but mostly private groups that I'm in on Facebook as well. All my videos get shared throughout all of those platforms. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.